go. Hello, Sandy people. Here we go again. All right, we are doing something a little different today. And first thing we need to do is write this down in your notebook. And it says HDG, which stands for Handy Dandy Guide. This is the Handy Dandy Guide to Solving Economic Mysteries. First one, people choose to do things they think are best for them. People choose to do things they think are best for them. We're going to underline the word choose. People choose to do things they think are best for them. Sorry, this needs to be in your notebook. I need to see it in just a minute or two here. All right. Number 2 here. People's choices have costs. And we're going to underline costs here. People's choices have costs. People choose to do things for which they are rewarded. People choose to do things for which they are rewarded. That's number 3. So you got people choose to do things they think are best for them, with choose underlined. You have people's choices have costs, with costs underlined. You have people choose to do things for which they are rewarded, with rewarded underlined. The fourth one, people gain when they freely decide to trade with each other. People gain when they freely decide to trade with each other. And the word trade is underlined. People gain when they freely decide to trade with each other. We're going to underline that word trade. And the final one, people's choices today have future results. People's choices today have future results. People's choices today have future results. Yes, ma'am.
What does HDG stand for?
Handy Dandy Guide. That is the Handy Dandy Guide to Solving Economic Mysteries. Guide, G-U-I-D-E. The Handy Dandy Guide. Alrighty. Now I'm going to make you into some kind of groups. You guys at home, you're just going to do your imagining while you go through this and listen to what the groups come up with. Alrighty. You can have, take your time. Remember, this is a graded thing. So if you want to go over and say, I'm sure I'm going to mess around with these other 2 people and probably just get a horrible grade. If that was your intent, well, good luck with that. But you need to be, let's see here, we have 2, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need 4 groups of 3. 4 groups of 3. Go, get the 4 groups of 3. You don't have to be standing on top of each other. All right, that was easy. Sitting where you're sitting is perfect.
Yeah, I still need to finish the note.
Ryder, why don't you just pull a chair around, sweetheart, so you can be a little bit more comfortable there.
Yeah, that smells good. I don't have it.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. Now, everybody listen up. Listen up, listen up, listen up. I do not want to see a single face mask go down. You guys are a little bit closer to each other. than you ordinarily are. So the face masks stay up. If you can't handle it, you're out. You get to go sit by yourself. The group will carry on. Oops, that'd be great. Okay, here we go. People choose to do things they think are best for them. So let me see here. Somebody give an example of that. Go ahead, Omar.
When somebody like chooses to get milk from the grocery store, they think, oh, I need milk, so I think I'll choose this thing. It's gonna help me in the future because I need coffee.
Right. I gotta put milk in my coffee. I need that tomorrow morning. What's best for me is to go out and do that tonight rather than running around and do it tomorrow morning. So good. People will do things they think are best for them. Why do people exercise? Why do people study? Why do people go to parties? Why do people whatever? They think they're doing something which is best for them. People's choices have costs. Give me an example of that. Somebody else. Omar just can't do this one. Sawyer, hit it, Dan.
What type of home is the money?
Well, it could be any type of cost.
Okay, well, if when you go to the store to get milk for your coffee, you have to pay the milk.
All right, if you're paying for that milk going off to the store, you've made a choice, but that means you can't use the money for anything else, right? So you can't buy the candy bar because you got to buy the milk. All right, good, good. People choose to do things for which they are rewarded. Ellie?
They might buy a lottery ticket just to see if they get rewarded, they'll continue to get paid.
Okay, and even if they don't win the lottery,
They keep on wanting to because they want to win.
what else? Well, they want to win, but what else do they?
They waste money.
Well, but there's a little bit of a ride there. They think they're getting the thrill of it. There's that little anticipation. And lots of people, you know, if you have a ho-hum life, maybe you say there's no excitement here. I'm working in the factory or whatever, and I'm just, you know, not making a lot of money. And by gosh, this is my dream to go get the yachts and the boats and whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right. People gain when they freely decide to trade with each other. People gain when they freely decide to trade with each other.
Or they like, if you never knew there's a type of fabric in Australia, and if you trade with somebody in Australia, they will do that thing.
Okay. All right. Do you remember what I told you guys earlier in the year? Do this for the benefit of New Emily and a few others. If something happens where Annalisa's pen case falls on the floor, and I pick it up, what does she say?
That's
Yeah.
mine.
She says, thank you. What do I say? I say, you're welcome. Why? Because clearly I did something for her. She got the better end of that. But if you go into a store, ladies, if you go into a store and I'm really thirsty, I have $1, they have a bottle of water that's cold. I give them the $1, they give me the bottle of water. I say, thank you. What does the clerk say?
No
No.
problem.
The clerk also says thank you, right? We're
Yeah.
both better off. We're each better off because he had lots of bottles of cold water. What he wanted was $1. I had $1. What I really wanted to have was a bottle of cold water. So when we freely trade, that means we're each better off, or we wouldn't freely trade. If I thought, geez, I'm just not giving you, sir, I'm not getting something for this, then I wouldn't do the trade. And remember, freely is a huge part of that. Okay, what else have we got here? We got people's choices today have future results. Who hasn't done? Gus, go ahead, buddy.
Say you have an insurance company and a bunch of people invested, then you just close down, then you won't be trusted with any other businesses or something like that.
Okay, Gus says there's a business which people have invested in and it just closes down. And the people that invested lose their money. People will not trust them in the future. No, that's all good. That's all good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you some economic mysteries. I'm going to give you some things and you've got to come up with an explanation. Now listen to me carefully. Use your handy dandy guide to think this through. That may be that the clue to solving this mystery, each and every one of the mysteries, might be all 5 of these. It could just be 1 or 2 of these. But let me know which of these you use, and I need to have your solution from each group. So the first thing I'm going to ask for from each group is just the basic answer. For example, if I gave you a question and said, will there be more or fewer of something? The only thing I want when I first call on you is either the word more or the word fewer. No explanation, just that. Then I'll come back and let one group explain. All right, here we go. So let's begin with this guy. I'm going to read this twice, then you can talk it over. Sight is one of our most precious gifts. It helps us to do nearly everything better, including schoolwork. Jamie, a fifth grader, has poor eyesight. His doctor prescribed eyeglasses for him so that he would be able to see things clearly. Jamie's mother bought him a very nice pair of glasses. They fit just right, and everyone in Jamie's family said they looked great on him. However, as soon as Jamie got to school, he took his glasses off and hid them in his desk. During the rest of the day, Jamie never could read what the teacher wrote on the board. He had a hard time reading his textbooks, too. Listen to it one more time. Sight is one of our most precious gifts. It helps us to do nearly everything better, including schoolwork. Jamie, a fifth grader, had poor eyesight. His doctor prescribed eyeglasses for him so that he'd be able to see things clearly. Jamie's mother brought him a very nice pair of glasses. They fit just right, and everyone in Jamie's family said they looked great on him. However, as soon as Jamie got to school, he took his glasses off and hid them in his desk. During the rest of the day, Jamie never could read what the teacher wrote on the board. He had a hard time reading his textbooks, too. Here's the question. Why wouldn't Jamie wear his glasses when he knew what he should? Why wouldn't Jamie wear his glasses when he knew that he should? Now, you're talking to your group, not the entire room, not so they can hear you over the library. All right? So have a quiet conversation about that. Folks at home, think it over. Go ahead. Hi. Go ahead. Go ahead. Think it over. Go through the steps of the handy-dandy guide for each of these mysteries. Come up with which of them you think has an influence on Jamie's decision and be able to explain that. All right?
Have cost right now and it's mostly good on the test that he has a thing on. And also because some people at school might have been mean to him before he wore the glasses, and so he was embarrassed to wear the glasses at school because he was afraid.
Somebody raise your hand in the group when you have your answer.
He was ashamed of something.
You guys have your answer? You have your answer? You have your answer? Okay. I'm going to ask you just basically what the answer is. Not a big, huge explanation, just the basic guts of the answer. And if any other group disagrees or has something else, please, then you raise your hand. Okay, but we don't need you to say anything 4 times. Okay, cool. Sawyer, tell me what's what. Tell me what your group thought.
Oh, okay. So, Jason, numbers.
Well, first of all, give me your basic answers.
1, 2, 5.
1, 2, and 5. All right, explain it to me, Sawyer.
He thought it was best to not to wear them because he thought it would be fun. So, the cost of it was that he was couldn't see all day, and then I forgot what was it.
What's 6 5?
The future results is he might not get into a better college because if he couldn't read the board and he couldn't see anything, he's going to get worse grades.
Yeah, you guys are going way ahead of this. You might not get into as good a college. So yeah, all right. There's future results there, definitely. Okay, do you have something else?
No, well, I have like stuff to add on.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, we had number 2 and 5. On number 2, basically because now say he had a test tomorrow, he wouldn't do good on the test because
Excellent.
he couldn't read the stuff that the teacher was doing. And then number 5, people checked that future results because before he wore his glasses, maybe someone bullied him, so he was embarrassed to wear his glasses.
Oh, okay. All right. Ready, right over.
That answer is I think it's also one, people choose to do things they think are best for them, because even though they have a class, they think that taking off their glasses will be better for them in the future, even though it's not.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have something to add on that one? We pretty well covered it. You guys did a great job with that one. All right, let's go on to the second one. All right. Everyone knows that doing homework helps students learn better in school and get better grades. But Louisa consistently refuses to do her homework. She says she wants to earn good grades in school, still, she never turns her homework in on time. Her teacher wants Louisa to learn, but she can't do Louisa's homework for her. One more time. Everyone knows that doing homework helps students learn better in school and get better grades. But Louisa consistently refuses to do her homework. She says she wants to earn good grades in school. Still, she never turns in her homework on time. Her teacher wants Louisa to learn, but she can't do Louisa's homework for her. The question is, why does Louisa not do her homework when she knows that doing it would help her get better grades? Okay, talk it over, get her set.
Louisa is lazy. And Louisa would. So it's probably one.
Okay, keep your voices down so we're not sharing with everybody in the room.
Because Louisa is fun. It's more fun to go watch the movie. It's more fun.
Maybe. Number maybe everybody knows. Maybe everybody thought.
Okay, you guys have your thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's also number two.
Answer simply, you thought.
If she doesn't do her homework, she doesn't do grades, and then she gets graduated, bad and then bad.
We're graduated, right?
Yeah.
Let's just do
And probably.
We should probably pause this thing.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to click through a lot of it.
I'm deputizing you. Next time we do that, we're about to go again, but next time we do that, after I give the question, you pause it, all right, thank you. Okay, ladies, give your answer?
Yeah.
You ladies have your answer?
Yep.
Gents over the corner, you have your answer? Okay, we're gonna start over here this time. I don't know who I spoke to, but somebody else speak to me this time.
Number one and number two.
Okay, what do we have? Why didn't she do her homework?
She didn't do her homework because she felt that not doing her homework would be best for herself. But,
Why? How? What's she thinking? That she knew it would help her to
she
get.
doesn't need it.
She thinks she doesn't need it?
Yeah.
Oh, Louisa's an arrogant thing. Okay.
And, her choice has a cost, so like she doesn't in her homework.
Okay, but would that make her not do her homework? Because you gotta use this economic reasoning to figure out why she did not do her homework consistently. Okay, help me out over here.
We thought it was 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Okay, what do we have?
2 because, if she doesn't do her homework, 2 and 5 kind of go together because if she doesn't do her homework, it has a cost, and if she doesn't do her homework for a long time, then she won't graduate, and then.
So do you think she's sitting up nights going, you know, if I don't do my homework, I'll never graduate, so I'm not gonna do my homework? Because we're trying to figure out why she doesn't do her homework.
She might not do her homework because she thinks, well, this would be more fun right now. I'll just do my homework later. I'll do it. And then eventually it just goes off to a point where you turn it in late. Because at the moment, it seems like a better choice to watch TV or FaceTime her friends. Or do
Okay, there you go. Now, people choose to do the things they think are best for them. And perhaps she's saying, well, FaceTime is what I really need. That's what's best for me. Because I'm a social animal. I don't care about the academic stuff. Okay, Gus, what do you think?
Just for Bane.
It is a Bane kind of a thing. It's economics. Talk to me. I need some explanation, Gus.
2 and 5.
All right, we got 2 explained. Give me 5.
Because it has future results, like bad grades and not graduating bad colleges.
But that again would make her choose to do her homework. Have you got a reason that she might choose not to do her homework based on this? Bilal, what do you think?
What if these are the homework too high? That you just said that too high.
No, I don't think so, because it said she would get better grades if she did it.
Maybe she's on like a school that if you get really good grades, that like kids make fun of you for it. So.
Oh, well, that's an interesting idea. If she's at some kind of a school where you get good grades, the kids make fun of you, she's thinking, okay, I know there's a future result. The future result is if I start rising up onto the honor roll, then I'm going to be kind of a social outcast. Okay, go ahead.
What if it's like she doesn't want to have like food and what if she wants to do like a YouTube session or something?
Which one would you say that was? 5? The future results? Well, you know, she might be aiming for the future, but getting bad grades won't make her a YouTube star. She won't be an influencer, dude.
I want to do that. Also,
And
adding on to the school part, some people will think she's a nerd, and they want their to be friends.
okay, all right, could knock her down socially again. All right. Remember, you're trying to justify using this why people have made the choice. Let me give you another one here. Every year during the holidays, or during the winter holiday season, some environmentalists say that people who celebrate Christmas should buy artificial Christmas trees rather than real ones, rather than spruce trees, balsams, and pines. They say that shifting over to artificial trees would save real trees from being cut down. Then we would have more trees in our woodlots and forests. You live in a state that has many Christmas tree farms. An environmental group has proposed that all Christmas trees sold in the state must be artificial. Grizzly Jack Crosscut objects to this proposal. If you're a friend of the forest, he says, buy a spruce, a balsam, or a pine tree at Christmas. Okay, every year, winter holiday season, some environmentalists say that people who celebrate Christmas should buy artificial Christmas trees rather than spruce trees, balsams, or pines. They say that shifting over to artificial trees would save real trees from being cut down. Then we would have more trees in our woodlots and forests. You live in a state that has many Christmas tree farms. An environmental group has proposed that all Christmas trees sold in the state must be artificial. Grizzly Jack Crosscut objects to this proposal. If you're a friend of the forest, he says, buy a spruce tree, a balsam, or a pine at Christmas time. Could Grizzly Jack be right? What would happen if people were not permitted to buy and sell real Christmas trees at Christmas? Would there be more or fewer Christmas, or would there be more or fewer trees? Oh, you forgot to do that? You're fired. Or no, you gave it to him?
Yeah,
You're hired again. Okay, think of. Okay, folks, let's go. Here you go. I just want more or fewer Christmas trees. What's your answer for this group over here? Fewer. This group over here? More. This group over here? Fewer. This group over here?
More.
More. Oh, 2 more is 2 fewer. Okay. So, you guys had fewer?
Yes.
Explain it to me. Who hasn't spoken yet? Daniel. You just, if we had artificial trees, there'd be,
If we had non-artificial trees, we would have more trees to sell to people. We're gonna make more money.
who would make more money? What are we doing here? You may have the right answer. I'm just not understanding. I need some more explanation here, buddy. So you're saying there would be, if they made it that so that people had to buy artificial Christmas trees, you said there would be fewer trees?
Oh, no. We thought it was if there weren't artificial trees.
No, the law says there had to be artificial trees.
Oh, there more.
Okay, so you guys aren't sure here. Okay, then there'd be more. Okay, how about you guys? You said more? Okay, go ahead, Bowman. Give me. Come forth and speak, go small one.
So it says all 5.
Okay, guys, you need to hear it up home.
And because more, because they're probably taking them from like nature, you know? So when they take them, there's less trees. They chop them down, so the trees go away. But if they stop taking them, the trees have more time to grow back, so more trees will grow. And so we chose the farm because people choose things they think are the best for them. So if people choose the artificial trees, they'll be like, this is their environment, so they're like, oh, I like this.
Okay, all right. You guys said more?
Yeah.
Okay,
We
explain.
had number 5 and number 4.
All right.
Number 5, people's choices have futures of, because normally, like, fake trees, like, they last a lot longer than real trees. So you don't have to say the hassle of go buying a tree next year. And like vacuuming up like the pine things that fell.
Okay.
And yeah, and number 4, people gain when they freely decide to trade with others because the people they get money for buying the trees, and but if they buy artificial trees, then they don't really get that much more money.
Okay. You guys said fewer. Fill us in with fewer.
We changed our mind to more because we didn't understand. We didn't understand the question.
Okay. What do you guys?
We think more.
You went with more. Okay. Let me ask you a question here, guys. Ready? All right. Dun dun dun. Get on the right page. It's flipped. All right. True or false? Many families choose to purchase real Christmas trees.
True.
True. Okay. True or false? Christmas tree farmers produce many thousands of Christmas trees every year.
True.
True. True or false? Land used to grow Christmas trees has no other use.
True. True.
That is false. You can use it for something else. Farm field. Okay. True or false? Christmas tree farmers grow Christmas trees because they are required to do so. False. Number 5. True or false? Christmas trees cannot be traded or exchanged. False. And number 6. True or false? Farmers who plant and grow Christmas trees hope to sell the trees in the future.
True.
True. Okay. So what do you think the answer is? There would be fewer Christmas trees. Because, listen, because all of those Christmas trees, guys, we're listening when I talk. All of those Christmas tree farmers would simply plow their crops of Christmas trees under. They have no economic value. Matter of fact, they are costing the farmers because their farm fields are full of something they can't sell anymore. So all of those trees, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of trees would be put under the ground, ripped up, torn up, burned away, and then they would have planted something else, soybeans or flax or white rice or rye or whatever they can grow in that state. So there would actually be fewer. Alrighty. One more we're just going to do together, just because I really like this one. Early in the day, guys, we're listening, we're not having a conversation. Early in the day, the school lunchroom looks spotlessly clean. By the end of lunch, you'd think the lunchroom had been hit by a tornado. Garbage tossed next to, not into the trash cans, uneaten food scattered and smeared on tabletops, juice and milk spilled on the floor, chairs tipped over, a first-class mess. At home, however, the same students who trash the school lunchroom leave their dining rooms and kitchens in pretty good shape at the end of a meal. Why is the school lunchroom trashed while the home kitchens and dining rooms are left in good shape? I know we have a little bit of a weird year here, but you guys remember from last year, right? Why did that happen?
So one, I think, because people choose what they think they draw that for them. Because first off, when you're at home, at least for my family, if I don't like put my placemat back in the drawer, if I don't put my plates in the dishwasher, then my parents like will get mad at me or keep on telling me to do it till I do it. So
What happens at school if you don't clean up?
nothing besides
Really, what's
that
usually the worst thing that happens?
the teacher tells you to,
Yeah, the teacher will tell you to.
and then some.
So if you escape and make it up to the gym or whatever to think around, and somebody comes up and says, hey, Mrs. Jones says you gotta come clean up your mess. So now you gotta do what you're supposed to do in the first place, okay? What else do you think?
People's choices have cost because they can choose, but in most cases you don't know who, places.
Callie's not here.
No. All right.
People don't know who's paid their fees because you're expected to do it. You're to clean it up, but if you don't, then you get extra free time.
Okay, all right, you hear what that is? Let's put that together into something. Listen to this. The term, write this down in your notebook, it's called the cost-benefit analysis. Cost-benefit analysis. Every single time you make a decision, you do a cost-benefit analysis. Write it down. Sorry, I'm gonna check your notebook in just a minute. I'm gonna make sure I see this, cost-benefit analysis. Don't tell me you don't have a pen, you better figure it out. Okay, cost-benefit analysis. You take a look at every single thing you do and you say, what's the cost of this to me? And what is the benefit to me? And you weigh those two things in order to make your decision. And I mean, that goes for everything. That goes for, all right, get up in the morning and Gus says, do I wear the blue check shirt or do I wear my green short sleeve shirt? Well, I feel a little chilly today. I'm going for the blue check shirt because it has a longer sleeve. And therefore, I'm going to be a little bit more comfortable. Plus, it's soft and fuzzy, and the other one's a little stretchy in the collar. So he says, what's the cost? What's the benefit? On the other hand, it might be a warm day. He says, well, I don't know. Do I want to have more comfortable shirt, but it's going to be warm? Do I want to be cooler, temperature-wise comfortable? And then he's got to weigh and say, which do I want? Which has the greater cost? Which has the greater benefit? And make his decision that way. Perfect example was what we finished or started the class with, which was, do I do my homework or do I go TikTok dance for 10 minutes? I know you guys, your decision's already made. But, which do I do? And the answer is you have to stop and weigh. Okay, what happens if I go on TikTok dance? Okay, I will be cool with my friends, but I won't have a chance to do my homework, which means my grades will suffer. Well, what are the consequences? What are the costs and the benefits of doing my homework? I get better grades and mom and dad don't hit me with a stick. What are the costs and benefits of doing a TikTok dance? I'm having a lot more fun right now, and I get to do cool stuff at school. So, you weigh that in, which one do you think is more important, which one has the higher cost, the higher benefits, and then you make your decision. All right, tiny people, hasta la vista, clean them up.
I did not.
Good.
I didn't.
Chloe?